Hi! So I'm gonna make some candles because the boys are at poker. We're kind of just hanging out. And I got this new stuff called gel wax that I've never used before. So we're gonna see what happens. So then we want to put our sticks on there, try and keep your wick in the middle or as close to the middle as you want, or I guess wherever you'd want it if you wanted like a side one. And I did 2 on this little bigger jar, so I'll put like a chopstick or something right there. I think that we should do something citrusy because I love oranges. So we can mix orange and the citrus together to make some kind of like fun little thing happen. We'll see. So we got our smells, and now we should pick a color. I'm gonna go with yellow because it seems more orangey and I don't want to smell orange when it's purple. So we're gonna stick with something that kind of matches that vibe. So now we got our scent picked out, we got our color picked out, and next will be the wax. But like I said in the beginning, this is the first time that I've ever used a gel wax, so we're all just going with the flow at this point. And it says on here, place desired amount of gel into wick, and I'm guessing wick is like a candle making machine. So we're already doing things a little different. But we'll see what happens. Okay. So now we're all set up. I have my pot with a little bit of water in it that I'll put this in to like melt it. Got my wax. I have the pot on a scale because I was gonna try and see how much I'm working with instead of just, going for it. So we'll see what happens. But the instructions for this guy that we've never used before says to put the desired amount into the wick, but this is going to be our wick. And we're going to melt on low or medium heat until wax liquefies. Pour gel into heat-resistant glass container, these guys. And then non-flammable decorations, fragrances, and dyes may be added before or after pouring the gel. So that's a little different, a little fun. And then it says at the very end to clean, allow excess gel to cool, and peel it out. So sounds like it'll be pretty easy, but I don't know. Our water is heating up, so I'm going to scoop this gel stuff into Rick in there. We're just jelly. So just gotta. I'm just gonna grab it. Plop that in there. Okay, let's try and get like a pound and see what we can do with that. It's so weird. Okay. Just a little bit more. Oh. Okay. Now we're at a pound. So this guy, you can kind of see the steam coming off of there, so I think it's getting close. So I'm gonna pop that in there. Looks like ice. But yeah, now we're gonna let it melt and see what happens. But as you can see, not a whole lot going on. It's still simmering. There's a little liquid gel in there, but it's different. It's taken off. And I put a paper towel under these guys just in case it was a little more wild than I thought. But I have no idea what's gonna happen. We'll see. I don't know what's happening. It's wild time. But it's turning kind of gooey. It's kind of cool. A little different. See? A little gooey in there. Yeah. Ew. Like a jellyfish. Maybe I put too much in. Maybe a pound was a little too much for the first round. So we're gonna put a few random things in here because we just watched a little thing on YouTube and I realized we should jazz up our gel and I put some fun things in there that you can look at. So I have a little wooden flamingo that will go in one. A little pineapple that can go in there. Some pebbles. Ooh. And a die. That'll go in the big jar. And some marbles. So we'll put a few of those in here and there and I don't know. See what happens. But I don't think it's quite done. There's still some big goops like this guy's kind of still together and stuff. And we want it all to be kind of runny. So we'll come back to it. It's only been an hour. Alright. So I just added in some scent, some orange, and some citrus. So it's perfect. It's actually, the more I stir in that flavor, it's really come together. So I think we're gonna add some of our color. This gel stuff though is just so I don't want to put it anywhere. It's a mystery. Okay, so got most of it off up there. And we're going to do yellow. And they're cute little hearts that come in there to color it in the pack that my sister sent me. So I'm going to throw in this heart. And hopefully it'll turn the gel yellow. And it's a little pink because I had some wax in there from my last candle making excursion. So, maybe it'll be more orange when the gel comes out because it'll kind of be like a red and yellow thing. But after I finish this stir and I can't see that little heart anymore, I'm gonna pour it. Attention! Okay, I'm gonna turn off my burner. Let's see what happens. Ooh, jelly. This is very interesting compared to my other candle making things. Alright. What an adventure. this was fun. We'll let these sit overnight though and see what happens in the morning. I wanted to try and use every last bit of this gel, wax, whatever it is. So I took it out and I'm just filling up these little bits here. All right, so it is the next day and our gel candles have been sitting overnight. So now they're ready to go. I would say it was a very interesting crafting project, but I would not be doing this one again. Well, I'll do it again eventually because I still have 2 pounds of gel left, so gotta do something with that. But the main reasons that I didn't quite enjoy it as much as making the other candles is it just took forever to get the gel to melt down to actually be able to use it. So it was a lot of waiting around, and with the other candles you can kind of just get going and then you let them sit and then you have a bunch of candles. So this was a little more tasking. The other reason was I'm not really into the whole art scene kind of thing. I'm not really like a painter or anything. But if you liked creating different scenes for people to enjoy, this would be perfect because you can set a whole different thing in here and then pour the gel and you've got this beautiful ocean or the beach or a field or something. So if you're really into that, this might be the perfect crafting project for you. But it is not for me. The last reason that I don't enjoy these that much is that it was really messy. And the first time I did the regular candles, I thought that it would be messy, and it was mess-free. But these guys, just like touching them, you get it on your fingers, you can't get it off of any of the utensils, it's rubbery. But slime is also really popular right now, so maybe some people like that texture thing, but it's not for me. It's a little too slimy and icky in my opinion. But in the end, very interesting crafting project. I'm glad I got to do it. I had fun with it, even though in the end I'm not going to be doing it again, but it was a fun first time experience to try something new. So yeah, really fun. If you have any crafting shenanigans that you just haven't gotten around to trying, I am definitely down to give them a try. So leave them in the comments or just let me know and I'll see what I can do and test it out for you. Thanks!